Hey, Gareth Palmer from Keune Hair Cosmetics here on the modern shoot, and we have got a couple of tidbits we'd like to go ahead and share with you. What we're doing here with our model is we are cutting it's a full wig, believe it or not. It looks absolutely real, and it's a 100% human hair. This is more of a freestyle or a freeform type of a haircut, but just because it's freeform doesn't mean it doesn't have structure. So when you've got when you're working with a cut like this that has got a lot of texture, we're introducing a lot of texture and a lot of motion to it, very disconnected. I start in the crown area and pinwheel my way out off of that top section. That's going to be my shortest section throughout the haircut. Then working down in vertical sections to work from my shortest piece down into my perimeter. The technique that I'm using it's a slide cutting technique, a little bit different as opposed to laying it down to channel cut this way. You're going to elevate the hair and then cutting on the way out. You're just going to lightly, I'm trying to do that nice and slow so you can see that. So you're cutting on that upward motion and then you start to put the hair into motion as well. What that creates is shorter pieces underneath, slightly longer pieces over the top. What that translates into is a little bit of lift and still gives you that airy type of a frothy type of a feel to it, which is I mean, I think that's what's starting to come back in again a little bit too. Not so much all of the solid forms, you're starting to see it start to air out just a little bit more. A really cool partnership with this is working down into our perimeter, and you can utilize your razor when you're doing this. Not necessarily utilizing your razor as a broad stroke this way, but we're going to actually start to use it more like a pencil. Got a lot more control this way, and you can really put a lot of fine detail into each of those sections, as opposed to that broad stroke, which would make it a little bit more uniform. We're not looking for a perfect finish on this here because we really want to have that edgier type of a shattered feel to it. So these are some really cool tips. You can partner these with any of the any existing hairstyle that you're utilizing right now. Using this just as a volumizing technique, that's great any time of the year on basically on any head as well, especially super skinny hair as well for someone who's looking for a little bit more volume. Hope this helps with your cutting. We'll see you soon.